It's an old-school battle in the Keystone State of Pennsylvania. The Eagles and the Steelers are underway.
From the 6. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
So out come the Steelers now for their first drive. Leading them out is going to be their quarterback. That's the grizzled vet, Ryan Fitzpatrick.
First play and a first throw for Fitzpatrick. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be second down. Off the play fake here, Fitzpatrick. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this is taken in at the 5. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Jacoby Myers, 52 yards. And the Steelers need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
So here come the Eagles for their initial possession of the game. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback. They go play action here on first down. Pressure comes and the Steelers take him down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they get after them early.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Darius Slay with a pick.
And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football.
And I think this is a situation where a quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
Catch is made by Metcalf.
And in for the Steelers touchdown.
DK Metcalf, 44 yards. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now 14-0. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. And Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. They'll set up a throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Returnable here from the 38. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. Fitzpatrick's throw there complete to Myers. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. How about the first quarter he's putting together out wide? Pretty impressive.
I think that he likes the fact that we're playing this as a day game. You know, some guys, they respond better in the evenings for some reason it builds up. For this guy, day game, and he is off and running. You're exactly right. 100 might be conservative with the start that he's had here in the first quarter.
Yeah, by the numbers, he's on pace for 200-plus right now. They'll keep it on the ground. It's done. About 3 yards there to the 27. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Up the middle they go. Done. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now a handoff up the middle. It's done, and he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Steelers take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And in the end, it's capped off by a 7-yard run. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Now, following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. He'll drop to throw. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And the Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Up the middle they run with Bettis. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. The Eagles send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well.
Let's take it at around the 40. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. Up the middle they go. Done.
49 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. On 1st and 10, Fitzpatrick.
And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down.
Now Fitzpatrick.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Leon Sandcastle. And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Now we'll give up the middle to Bettis. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. One more time, they'll keep it on the ground. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL.
And time is of the essence. We breezed through halftime, and we are ready for the second half.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter.
This fielded right at the goal line. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
They'll run with a Hall of Famer Bettis. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Culpepper completing it to the right side. Johnson.
And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
He'll look to throw. His throw incomplete. Harold Carmichael, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
But that's a defense coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Culpepper. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fields it right around the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. That pick six just a moment ago, things went from bad to worse. Look up at the scoreboard now. Not looking good here. We'll see if they can put something together on this drive. 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
Well, this defense, they've got the 4-score advantage, and you can see why they continue to bottle up the run game, and really they've just been sharp in all facets here in this one, CD.
Yeah, they've kept that offense in check the entire game, and I think it's been led by what you just talked about, that defensive front, which has not allowed them to run the football and establish control of the line of scrimmage.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Fielded at about the 28. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. It's done. Shoves him away. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Right back to him on 1st down. Pushing and fighting his way in for a Steeler touchdown. A great play there. The 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Steelers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes this 35-0 now. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
Ready.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. And this one is incomplete.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
We have played 3 quarters. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team. Back now in Pittsburgh. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
This has really just been a lopsided affair. What a performance they put on, and now they get the football back here with a big lead in the 4th quarter. You know, in the past, we might be discussing dinner plans, talking about steak and sushi, whatever the case is, CD. this ball game is pretty much well in the books.
Yeah, we really could have started bringing up dinner a long time ago if we wanted to, partner. And I think a few of the guys out in the field already making plans for the evening.
Third and short yardage, Fitzpatrick. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
They have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start, and pass plays like we just saw. They're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the 4th quarter.
And that they have in every way. And plays like that across all phases of the game, they've just been effortless for them in this one. And that's what's helped them build such a large lead and allowed them to smile as this game continues.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, up big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That passing incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should have taken.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad is on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Eagles offense back out, getting set for this next drive. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage, because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
And he'll take it on this side of midfield. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards.
And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Throwing here, Fitzpatrick. Throwing left side, he's got Gronk, complete.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
To throw again on 2nd down, Fitzpatrick.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the Eagles are going to have it here at their own 15.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. They'll dump this complete to the bus. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And I tell you what, Charles.
Dollar. Hey. DJ Mosky, let's get it. We the champions here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I met the plug, introduced to my brother. My squad's